Hi guys, welcome to the video. So today we'll take a look at another game in Armies of Exigo, and this will be a matchup on Hidden Hills between Enya and MaCrOzerg. So let's take a look on this. I don't think I saw this game. I just got a replay from them, but it should be interesting hopefully. Of course, this is a map that is original from the Black Hole developers of Armies of Exigo. So we don't play that too often, but it got the patch. That was of course the newest one when this was played. So they played one game here at least, and it looks like it will be a matchup between Enya with Fallen against MaCrOzerg with Empire. We got Enya on the right side, MaCrOzerg on the left side. Of course, this map offers a unique feature of expansion that is safe, but it's not the usual safe expansion you see, where you have like the way or entrance into your main base through the expansion, and then there is like narrow entrance in front of it. Here you actually have the expansion behind the main base, so that's a little bit different design. The expansion is really safe, but at the same time you still have a really wide area here, so they can just either kill your main base, or if you have tower there, they can go around it for the expansion. So it's probably still less safe, even though the expansion is actually in a safer position. However, it doesn't seem like either of the players will be trying to utilize this. You'll also have really weird entrances to the base, because either you can try to close it here, but it's ultra wide, or you can try to close it here, which is narrow, but there is also this entrance from underground where players can attack you. So, I mean, definitely two different entrances, even though from the same side, are definitely quite hard to defend, and the best idea is probably just to try to create some front base around this area, as Enya is doing it now. MaCrOzerg is heavily trying to fortify the cave entrance, which is actually the easier entrance to the enemy. It's closer if you go through the underground and come out through the cave entrance. The way on the surface is longer, but of course the enemy can still come from here, so MaCrOzerg doesn't have any protection right now there, and if Enya would go for like Free Hive Stinger Rush, it might be GG, because he would just be able to walk through here, or maybe even just on this side. But yeah, definitely MaCrOzerg is trying to fortify his base really quickly. It looks like his peasant scout died here, but he managed to start a farm here, so he will know about Enya eventually starting an expansion here, and it will also slow it down a little bit. And Enya also came with a Stinger scout into the base of MaCrOzerg. He found a tower, double barracks, farm. He actually let his Stinger die. Also saw a swordsman. And we see first gem gathering for MaCrOzerg, already 120 gems, and yeah, they didn't start yet. And he's going for incubator, but he actually has 3 hives, so maybe it's just for upgrades, and he actually wants to go for Stinger Rush. Doesn't seem like spitters. Now he's starting with some gems, but it's really late. And looks like he's completely ignoring this. He probably doesn't even know about the farm, but doesn't seem like he wants to expand. But he still is planning to attack from the underground, I guess. For which MaCrOzerg is prepared really decently. Of course, he could just have the tower here in the middle rather. I mean, move these buildings a little bit more towards here and then the tower there, or just right here behind the 2 barracks. This is really on the side, so now it's avoidable from this side. But of course, he's preparing another tower. The question is if he will have enough time for that. He's actually gonna enter there with the swordsman, scouting the Stingers, but also taking lots of damage and alerting Enya that he knows about him. And Enya sent one Stinger here, once again just letting it die for nothing. But he got some information, of course, at least. Actually, nice log there of the Stingers with the swordsman. But now Enya is getting there, and looks like he got inside haste, so now they are much faster, and he's immediately going for the villagers. Let's see how much damage he can do there. Stingers are same HP, actually not same HP, peasants are only 90 HP. So we have 10 HP more, but also double damage and better attack speed, of course. But it's similar HP, so it's not like Stingers would be that much stronger than peasants. But MaCrOzerg also has lots of swordsman here, so he can definitely deal with this. And looks like now Enya decided to go for the expansion, but yeah, he really doesn't know about the farm there. MaCrOzerg finishing his second tower upgrade, so yeah, underground entrance not really viable now anymore, but Enya getting stopped here. So he can either place it next to it and destroy it later, or he will have to wait for some units to get there. Of course, he also has stingers here still, so MaCrOzerg also cannot just freely expand, but these stingers are basically dead, and there is not even that many of them, so the swordsman can easily clear them, and it's free kills for MaCrOzerg. Who is now going for Stone Keep. He actually got 11th century pretty early on. You should start it usually exactly at the same time as your tier 2. But of course the stingers are fast, so maybe they can still somehow escape from here. Should be possible. Actually, this tower will probably still shoot them, even if they try to escape through the surface. But let's see, maybe not if he's really careful. No, they are going to die. 4 out of 5. He saved 1 stinger. But he's bringing more. And he actually got Wild Cocoon. He's getting faster reflexes while making guards. That's pretty weird, because faster reflexes don't apply to guards. Only armor upgrades from Incubator apply to guards. If you want, you can't actually upgrade damage, but you can upgrade attack range and movement speed in Wild Cocoon. But yeah, Enya got control of the middle, captured both ruined towers. MaCrOzerg is actually going for the underground, checking for an expansion here, I guess. Because Enya didn't still make this base, he didn't even destroy the farm, so looks like he's still trying to win from one base. And MaCrOzerg also still doesn't have expansion. But MaCrOzerg has a Phoenix. I think he scouted a base probably, but I don't think he saw any guards. But as you can see, guards are definitely coming. And MaCrOzerg probably saw the Wild Cocoon, so he's preparing Phoenixes. Also made a tower on his villagers. He should be completely safe now. And he has the swordsman still on the ground to fight as well. Stinger scout here. And accumulating more guards, so actually giving even more time for MaCrOzerg to prepare. And here we see the swordsman. They should be able to kill the stingers here. It's enough of them, so he can also destroy the towers if he forces them away. Now the guards are coming, but it's basically exactly at the time when the tower will finish. There is the Phoenix is ready. He starts immediately repairing that. There is also Elf Ranger, even though he's not utilizing him. But guards are basically immediately dead. Stingers dropping here. Not sure what that's supposed to do. I mean, he probably wanted to drop so he doesn't get one-shotted in the air with the Phoenixes, but they don't have mana anyways. And on the ground, I mean, yeah, I guess it wasn't that bad that he avoided the Phoenixes. But I guess the peasants mostly hit. Of course he's retreating with the swordsman now. Yeah, most of the peasants survived. It's not like he would get much value from there. It looked like he cleared it, but all of it just was hidden in the main building. So yeah, he lost the tower. That's about it. Maybe like 2 peasants. So pretty decent, and yeah, definitely lost way more value here. You can see 13 population behind, now finally destroying this, so now MaCrOzerg definitely knows, and now he's going for expansion. And this is actually still 3 stingers. But he's going for a tower first, okay. Playing it really safe. Scouting with the Phoenixes here. And yeah, swapping to Spitters now. He sees some production there, but he doesn't know what, but he sees stingers at least. There is 1 guard. I think he will start producing more Phoenixes because he sees a guard. But maybe not. Maybe he will just spam Elf Rangers because those are usable against both ground and air. And 3 Phoenixes are good enough for now. There is still a Stinger Scout here, and yeah, also checking underground. Phoenix is still flying around. He needs to scout at least 1 Spitter to basically know that Enya is going for ground now. Stingers actually came here, but tower is already finished. Just needs to upgrade. But it might actually fall before he can get here. Stingers are destroying it quite quickly. So killed 1 swordsman here. More stingers are actually coming for a drop. But yeah, they will finish the tower. He immediately started again. Here are the Spitters. Where are Phoenixes? He's scouting expansion, of course. And here he will see the Stingers. And will he turn around? He could have seen the Spitters, I think, if you looked there, but I don't think he did. Another Stinger drop. Not sure what that's supposed to do. There is Swordsman, so that's safe. Yeah, now he sees the Spitter definitely, so now he knows what Enya is preparing, and as I said, this is a good protection against the underground entrance, but this entrance on the surface is still quite dangerous. There is one tower, but can be easily surrounded by stingers, so that's not really protected. And there is nothing in front of it. There is not another tower here or something, so I think this might be a problem, especially when MaCrOzerg doesn't even have his units there. If you would be standing with swordsmen and elf rangers in front of the tower, it would be kinda fine, but like this, I don't like it. MaCrOzerg is trying to prepare some pikemen and priests now. And he's moving there kinda in time, little late. But yeah, it was like at the last second. And I didn't want to commit into killing the tower. Now he goes for it. We don't see any peasants coming for repair. It's a narrow entrance, this is definitely dangerous. MaCrOzerg is trying to tank some damage with the phoenixes, which is probably a good idea. He got like 2 shots from the spitters on them. In the meantime he killed the stingers, now he goes for the spitters. Killed few of them, bringing archers into the front line, which can easily deal with spitters. It's a pretty hard counter even though you don't have any extra damage, but if you focus fire they can take the spitters down pretty quickly. But of course stingers counter them quite heavily, so you also need the front line of course. We see Phoenix is checking other areas in the meantime. MaCrOzerg not even expanding, it looks like he wants to finish it from one base. And he actually might be able to because he's 20 population ahead. And he doesn't even have any towers. I don't think he even got grasp. At least not researching it now. And of course this expansion, but no value from that yet. MaCrOzerg doesn't have any resources, he's making more pikemen, so it doesn't seem like he wants to invest into an expansion, even though he has the tower prepared there with already upgrade to watchtower. Unfortunately now the rally point of MaCrOzerg is coming through underground, so he might even lose some units if he's not careful enough, but he pulled everything away, and yeah, quickly trying to make some towers there for protection. There is no catapults, so that should be safe. The question is, can he finish them? Nice kill there. This guy should die to poison. Tower is finished. Second tower is finished. He needs to pull to the right. I mean, the towers are still shooting, but he's not really protected. He's on open field. He's pulling away from the towers, actually. Priests are away from them anyways. There is resurrection. It's quite dangerous, but actually MaCrOzerg probably through here, maybe. I'm not sure why he's just standing under 3 towers. He had definitely stronger army. He's still ahead in population, but he didn't even expand behind this, so I think he will just surrender here. He just completed through the game. I mean, once he saw the towers, he should have probably just retreated, or he could have tried to attack on the expansion, but he'd probably still get harassed by the spitters, but especially with all the resurrection and stuff. Yeah, this was just a huge misplay. He could have easily won this, but yeah, it's a win for Enya after 18 minutes. It's actually even kills in the end, even though Enya produced more units, of course, with stingers. Same upgrades as well, similar resources, Enya a little bit more, but he also spent on expansion, so definitely unexpected ending. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one, so take care guys.